Welcome, everyone, to our 2K broadcast. We've got a little shakeup on the hardwood, mixing some college players in for this one. Good evening, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. So Raleigh will get the first possession. Jam by Aldridge.
And this is the power you like seeing from Aldridge, leaving no room for error with that flush.
No good from Perkins. Here's Raleigh now. Here's KD. And then Durant with the jam.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. Here's Jordan. And it's Jordan with the jam.
And right there, you see how quickly MJ gets into the air. Yet another one of his natural gifts.
Well, the best dunks are quick, emphatic, and leave the defense knowing it was on them.
Now, here's Thompson. Left side, Jordan. Here's Cornette. Rejected by Gasol.
And really, Gasol does an incredible job getting his hand up in the air, which results in a ton of rejection.
Well, his touch was there that time. What a silky shot.
And here is Jordan. Following the three from Kevin Durant. Thompson with the bucket.
3 points.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
It's Jordan with the drive. No good from Perkins. It's Durant on the wing. It's taken away by Wallace. Thompson outside. And it's Perkins in the corner. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Here's Green. Good, and the assist that time by Gasol.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
And here is Green, following the three-pointer by Michael Jordan. Here's Wallace, and Wallace spins it in.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
To the left side wing. Aldridge. The 19-footer is on the money. Aldridge has got his second basket.
Well, Aldridge has his feet planted and was set to fire. He just had to put the ball in his hand.
Back to Jordan. Pocket 6. Beyond the arc. Gets a hand on it. Second shot opportunity. Perkins with it. Now Green defending. No good from Perkins.
Excellent coverage defensively, making it hard on him.
They kick it out to Green. And it's blocked by Jordan.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through one. Raleigh leads by 5. The second quarter coming up right after this break. So and for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Raleigh.
Well, I like how they're going right at the defense, creating high-quality looks with that penetration.
you also have to admire how they've challenged the defense inside, getting a lot of points in the paint.
Here's Cunningham. And Cunningham with the slam.
Well, that's the kind of assertive play you want to see more of.
You know, Stan, you talk about the skill set Cade Cunningham possesses. What impresses you most?
I think a couple of things, Kevin. Number one, his poise is outstanding. This guy never gets bothered by anything that happens in a game, by any type of adversity. He's just going to come back with the same...
For Gasol to dunk it home at 7 feet tall. He uses his height to power home those games.
First personal foul.
Raleigh shooting their first free throw of the game.
At the line for one.
Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Passed away. Back to Cunningham. And it's Pierce in the corner. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham.
Yeah, and how about Pierce there? Immediately squares himself up from outside, always prepared to rise and fire.
And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. You can't make it that obvious.
Cunningham's shot is off.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll go in against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point line.
And that one drops for him. Aldridge has got 8 points.
No doubt about it. One of the better jump shooting bigs in the NBA. Aldridge is reliable from all over the court.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
Look, when you attack inside, you give yourself a good chance to get to the line.
He's perfect from the line this time.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
And then Durant with the dunk.
And just slicing to that look. Durant there, decisive and able to get where he wants to.
Now, here's Cunningham. Inside. Here's Gasol. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Gasol's got his first points of the game.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint. How about the execution inside by Green? He's excellent at knowing when to attack down low.
Outside, Pierce. Screen by Duncan. 5 on the clock. Pass to Cunningham. Pulls it from 20. And Baltimore again with the bucket.
Well, that's probably not the shot they were looking for, but hey, when it goes in, everybody's happy.
And Larry Brown wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out.
Kevin, he saw his guys just a little sluggish out there. Oftentimes a timeout like this allows you to kind of just reset.
Here's Reeves. And the officials have called the illegal screen right there.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
And here's Jordan outside. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Thompson outside. No good from outside.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Back to Towns. Williamson outside. And stolen by Perkins. Here's Thompson. And Thompson throws it down.
An impressive athlete. I like seeing Thompson take it inside and drop the hammer.
Look, he's the kind of player that has you awake at 3 a.m. asking yourself, how do I stop that?
Over to the left wing. And Cornette gets it to go. Cornette's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Bully on top. They're up by 2. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. And 3 from Jordan. And so it's Williamson who brings up the ball for Rollins. The lead is 2. And Greg, we know, is a fearsome guy. But Zion Williamson also has a soft touch.
And that's a great point, Kevin. He can finish in every way. Either hand, through contact, off balance, on the run. A natural gift for converting around the rim.
Here's Reeves. The try by Williamson. And finished off by Williamson.
Defying the laws of physics, Zion Williamson.
And stolen by Lillard. And Williamson throws it down.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket. Turning great. That was unbelievable, Michael Jordan.
You won't find a much more entertaining sight. I call that slam dunk contest level.
Boom, he jams it straight down.
Wow, and look, as amazing as that was, those are the types of dunks that make you a little nervous. That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Reeves drives in, and it's blocked by Jordan.
Well, that's one way to avoid getting posterized. Stand tall and protect the rim.
No doubt this is Thompson's most lethal weapon, one of the greatest three-point shooters in the history of this game.
Pass to Williamson, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And that's now 6 points for Zion Williamson.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
And that one's good. Towns.
Well, Towns gives you some interesting options in the two-man game. He can both pick and roll and pop.
Taking no chances there. He finishes with authority.
And the foul called on Austin Reeves.
First personal foul.
That's his first foul.
Team foul.
Baltimore trails by 3. Pass to Cunningham. Back to Wade. Stolen by Reeves. Here's LeBron. And Pierce with the block. Towns looking around. He's looking for Williamson and finds him. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. And now a 5-point Raleigh lead. Cunningham for 3. Drills the three-pointer. Cunningham's got 7 points in the game.
Well, you try to stay connected to Cunningham, but he finds a way.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Speed. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up the team.
5 seconds left in the third quarter. 1 second left. And then Cunningham with the dunk.
Now, that's what I call a momentum changer.
When you've got a point guard, that kind of spring, no lead is safe.
Yeah, he saw the opportunity to finish with some authority, trying to fire his guys up.
Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third quarter. Both teams putting up. We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Raleigh leading by 5. James looking around. Towns wide open. Good, and the assist goes to James. Towns has got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for Raleigh. Cunningham outside. Here's Gasol. Oh, Duncan drops the hammer.
And how about the timing from Duncan on the glass? Getting there to collect that offensive rebound and the putback.
Towns, he's open. And it's Raleigh with another.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold, that's not going to happen. It doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. Reed.
A dependable source of offense. Austin Reed, a 3-level scorer and a talented facilitator. Plus, this guy's just got that knack for drawing fouls.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Baltimore trails by 8. Jordan! Can't connect from long distance.
That's just a great effort on the defensive side. Plastered to the shooter.
Here's Williamson. And stolen by Jordan. Cornette with it. Defended by Reed. Wallace outside. Shot clock at 6. Now Thompson. Shoots the 3. And the rejection by Towns. There's 1:59 left in the fourth quarter. James. Oh, hammering it in. Look at it.
Oh, okay. I guess LeBron wanted that one to sting a little extra on that.
Wallace attacking.
And that block was all about timing, making sure he didn't foul, while also protecting the rim.
Towns the screen. Now Lillard. Stolen by Thompson. And here we go. Jordan going to the hoop.
It's just one of those nights where Jordan can do no wrong offensively. And let's talk about the endurance to go along with it. Wow.
Well, that's an incredible defensive effort there by him. He just erased that.
Knocks down the 3.
And this is why they go to Thompson. The coaches, his teammates, they all trust in his ability to deliver.
Here's Williamson. Oh, he can't jam it home. He is denied. Stolen by Reed. Oh, what a play inside.
They're in total command of his game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
Second team foul. Substitution on the
Basket here, and this game may be all over.
Yeah, but the main priority, Kevin, has to be taking care of the basketball and using the clock. And off the chart potential for Kevin Durant, especially if he can hit that consistently.
The 3 goes down.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Well, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaking. He's able to hit the second one, and that increases their lead to 6. Baltimore with the ball.
They've got to take the first good shot they can find.
Yeah, and it basically all comes down to this. If they come away empty here, this is pretty much over.
And he commits the intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
And there's just so many things Durant does well. If they all fire together, he can be a special player in this league.
Let's lose a 3. And down goes the 3. And now we've got the intentional foul.
First personal foul. 15 foul. At the line for 2, Kevin Durant.
He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 7-point game. And so it's Raleigh winning this one. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win.
12-65.
Welcome, everyone, to our 2K broadcast. We've got a little shakeup on the hardwood, mixing some college players in for this one. Good evening, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. So Raleigh will get the first possession. Down low, Gasol. Good, and Aldridge gets the assist.
And we rave about Powell's touch, but how about his toughness, willing to just go to battle inside.
And Benyama inside. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
He didn't have a great look, kicked it, and they end up with the triple.
And the foul called on Michael Jordan.
First personal foul.
That's his first foul.
First team foul.
To the paint. Here's Gasol. And Gasol slams it in.
And it doesn't take a whole lot of effort for Gasol to dunk it home. At 7 feet tall, he uses his height to power home those games. Oh, my goodness. The creativity, the athleticism of Michael Jordan.
Here's Green after the basket by Atlanta. Here's Aldridge. They kick it out to Green. Aldridge is screen. Green drives in. And it's sent back by Wallace.
And this is why Wallace is an elite-level defender. Has a great sense of timing for when to rise up and contest shots.
Now, here's George. Over Thompson. And off the front, and in it goes.
Well, he clearly liked that look and made sure not to waste the opportunity.
And the wide open shot from Green. backhands it from downtown.
And it's crucial that Green hits from the outside because it makes everything easier for his teammates.
Now here's Jordan. Oh, it's the screen. It's 3 pointers off the mark. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Thompson outside. Gasol a screen. Here's Aldridge. That one goes in.
And inside the paint, Aldridge can be so physical, not letting anything get in his way.
And slam dunk by Jordan.
Well, that's what playing above the rim looks like. Incredible.
Green. And it's Raleigh with another.
Good way to start this game. If you want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what. If he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Klay Thompson.
No doubt this is Thompson's most lethal weapon. One of the greatest three-point shooters in the history of this game.
Now here's Jordan. And Draymond Green picks up the foul.
First personal foul.
That's his first foul.
First team foul.
First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. The drive by Jordan. In the air and down hard.
Oh, stop.
Now here's Green. 5 points in the game. And it's Green with the jam.
How about the execution inside by Green? He's excellent at knowing when to attack down low. And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Now Green following the three-point attempt by Michael Jordan. Durant attacking. Yep, it counts.
And just slicing to that look. Durant there decisive and able to get where he wants to.
And a wide open look for Wembanyama. In Atlanta again with the bucket.
Great job on the assist. Scanning the floor and finding that open look.
Back to Green. Another shot. And it's laid in by Aldridge.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, they need to pay attention to the details. Second chance points are backbreakers.
And you can tell the defender not anticipating the step back. He was headed in the opposite direction.
And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Raleigh leads. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Raleigh.
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant pressure on.
And I also like how they've trusted one another with the rock, creating shots by keeping the ball moving. How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
And Thompson slams it home.
Wow. And look, as amazing as that was, those are the types of dunks that make you a little nervous.
Here's Wembanyama for three. And ball, nice speed that time from Jordan.
Sometimes you watch Mangum and think this guy is a cheat code, hitting threes at well over 7 feet tall.
Aldridge can't get it to go. Here's Jordan. From deep, George. Green with the rebound. Outside, KD. Aldridge is screen. Into the lane. And the jam by Aldridge.
And this is the power you like seeing from Aldridge, leaving no room.
Oh, Michael Jordan taking flight.
Oh, and he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Gasol attacking. Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession. And Larry Brown wants a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two.
Substitution on the court.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Atlanta. Trailing by 2. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
And that one's good. Towns.
Look, that shot is there all night, every night for Towns. I mean, who's going to stop him?
Takes a step back. Johnson, wide open, he fires. A basket good off the assist from Allen.
And you got to guard him closely from that corner, or he will burn you.
Kicks it out to James. Williamson, the screen. Launches it. Hits the 3-point bomb. Williamson's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Yeah, you'd like to see Williamson be able to take that 3 more often, but he's got to shoot it better.
Steps back. And here's Gasol outside. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a 3-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And Lillard is going to pick up the foul.
First personal foul.
That's his first foul.
Team foul.
43 seconds left to play in the first half. Brown inside. And Brown throws it down hard.
Flashing his athleticism there. Once Brown gets solid interior positioning, he's focused on jamming it home.
Here's Reeves. Still without a basket. And Towns throws it down.
Austin Reeves.
It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
Personal foul.
It's his first trip to the line. And he knocks down the first one.
And when you talk about Jaylen Brown, you have to bring up his two-way ability. He's a pure scorer who can also guard the opposing best wing. There aren't a lot of guys like Brown in the league.
Back to Lillard. And it's Raleigh with another.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Raleigh on top, up by 1. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Brunson drops it in from the arc. Wow!
Just a reflexive move by Brunson, putting complete trust in his mechanics.
Look, he's the kind of player that has you awake at 3 a.m.
Oh, look at that!
Yeah, Brunson put the sauce on that one. Terrific move.
Releases. Atlanta with the rebound.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Towns, the screen. Williamson outside. To the middle. Kicks it out to Lillard. Shot clock at 6. Raleigh needs to get off a shot. No one near Williamson as he lets it go. And it's Raleigh with another.
Zion keeping the defense on their toes right there.
And Greg, we know he's a fearsome dunker, but Zion Williamson also has a soft touch.
And that's a great point, Kevin. He can finish in every way, either hand, through contact, off balance, on the run. A natural gift for converting around the rim.
And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Reeves with it. He has yet to score.
Boy, Austin Reeves is a handful in that mid-range area.
From G. Johnson, drills the three-pointer. A great for the team so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
Sinks the three-pointer. Williamson's got 8 points.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And then Johnson with the dunk.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Yeah, what a huge dunk. Making a statement right there.
There's Williamson with the three. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Atlanta making a switch here.
Number
1:16
23.
left in the third quarter of the game. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Hamilton. Lewis gets a hand on it.
Well, that one stings. In a game where every possession counts, he just gave one away.
1:06 left to play here in the third. And here's Jordan outside. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night.
And that time, the screener rolls, and Jordan has room to get the shot he wants. Makes a good decision to keep that one himself. And we talk about how Wembanyama makes the wild plays. Wow.
Puts up a deep three. Another 3 for Atlanta.
I imagine they'll keep going to him. He's been solid offensively.
Lillard way outside. That one's off. Still out of sync.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Well, this is a spot where you have to be able to go to your leaders. They need to step up and make a play to turn things around.
Reeves, that's a 2-pointer. It's good from the top of the key. Reeves has got 4 points now in the quarter. And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen for Atlanta. He's
51.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. They trails by 7. The drive by Green. Outside Durant. Jordan with the steal. Jordan on the drive. And the dunk by Jordan.
And there are nights it really doesn't matter what you do defensively. MJ is going to score, and this is looking like one of those nights. There's a certain resiliency to this team, and you're starting to see it.
Yeah, and as a coach, you love having a team like this. They've got 0 quitting them.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
From deep, Jordan. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the 3-point bucket. So he'll go to the line to shoot 3.
Team foul.
The drive, the willpower of Michael Jordan is on a completely different level. He is competing every second he is on the floor and always looking for any way he can beat him.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
And that's a grown man's jam by Green.
Atlanta leading by 7. Here is Wembanyama. Jordan down low. It's close.
Well, that kickout shows a great feel for the game, understanding the situation.
Perfect example of a competitor Draymond Green is. He felt compelled to come right back out.
And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Second team foul. In for Atlanta.
They've led by as much as 10. Jordan. Oh, sent back by Aldridge.
And look at how well Aldridge utilizes his size, reaching out and just batting away the shot. I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
5 to shoot. Stolen by O'Neal. And the foul called on Paul Gasol. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here's Jordan. Now George. Fires away from outside. Durant with the rebound. He trails by 10. Fires the three. Durant drains it from distance.
And you love seeing the young swingman Durant be so decisive offensively. He's such a quick release.
Here's Jordan.
That is incredible.
Oh, the slam dunk.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skill to pull that off.
He's got plenty of those, that's for sure. The basket is good.
And got to be confident in that mid-range. And Paul George certainly is.
Outside Alderson. For three. Knocks down the three.
Well, so many bigs excel from three-point range these days, and he's right up there with the best of them.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the play.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
The three goes down. Here's Atlanta now. 7-point differential. Buries the deep ball.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Can't be careless with the ball whenever Anunoby is nearby. That's a recipe for disaster.
Let's lose a three. Not gonna go. O'Neal. Oh, the dunk. And so it's Atlanta with the W. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge being here and played with a little more confidence than their opponent.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Along with Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy.
Welcome to an all-new episode of NBA 2K TV. Okay, let's get ready to vote.
Yes, it's time for you to decide which play will be crowned top play of the year. So, for the final time, this 2K...
Bye.